More than a week after winning the presidency and the Senate, Republicans have finally completed the so-called trifecta and secured the 218 seats required for control of the U.S. House of Representatives. The AP called the House for the GOP Wednesday night, but just barely. A handful of races remain undecided, and when the dust settles in the days ahead, Republicans could end up with only the slimmest of majorities. Here's what that will mean for Donald Trump's second term. First, Republicans will have at least 52 seats in the next Senate. If the hedge fund executive David McCormick wins in Pennsylvania, where he currently leads by half a percentage point, they will have 53. With that majority, the GOP will be able to confirm all of Trump's judicial nominees, including younger Supreme Court justices who could ensure conservative control of the court for decades to come. They'll be able to confirm Trump's cabinet officials as well. Second, without control of the House, Democrats won't be able to continue investigating the Trump administration the way they did from 2019 to 2023. When they probed Trump's allies' ties to Russian interference in the 2016 election and the scheme to overturn his 2020 loss. And they won't be able to impeach him again either. Control of the House will now allow Republicans to chair committees and launch their own investigations. The bigger question is how much legislation Republicans will pass and how far that legislation will go. And that, in turn, depends on the size of their House majority, the composition of their leadership, and the ambition of Trump himself. During the 2024 campaign, Trump focused less on his congressional agenda than on things he could do on his own, imposing huge tariffs on foreign goods, deporting millions of immigrants, rethinking the United States' commitment to NATO, and allowing Russia to annex parts of Ukraine. He will probably have the power to implement those policies, regardless of whether the House and Senate agree with him. To pass new laws, however, he will have to get votes in Congress. The first bills Republicans will try to pass will probably be those that can squeak through without any Democratic support, i.e., the ones that qualify for the process called budget reconciliation, which requires only 51 Senate votes for measures related to taxes and spending. So expect an early push to extend tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans and slash taxes for corporations. Republicans could possibly unravel the Affordable Care Act and crack down on the border through reconciliation as well, ideas that senators such as Tom Cotton of Arkansas and Lindsey Graham of South Carolina are already discussing. Trump also wants to eliminate the tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security benefits for seniors. Yet any policies that don't involve taxes and spending still need a filibuster-proof Senate majority of 60 votes to pass, and Republicans won't have 60 votes. One big factor, then, is whether Republicans will eventually push to end the legislative filibuster, after deciding in 2017 to end the filibuster for Supreme Court nominations. So far, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky has said the filibuster is very secure.